help anybody. And to crown it all, he's still the husband on one wife. So please, ladies and gentlemen, help me unmute and let's welcome to this podium our trainer, our motivator, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo! Wow, thank you, Nicole, for that introduction. Man, do you know how to bring the heat? What? Y'all wonder why he's working on 6 policies not in his state? Oh my goodness, the stories. Today, OMG today. Couple of announcements real quick. The what do you call it? Ask the Insurance Bros. I don't know if somebody can put the link in the chat. Ask the Insurance Bros. Make sure you go watch the last episode. We had Troy Yandy, Tawana Chisley, and Nathaniel Hooker. All three of them on the line right here. So I need you to comment me if y'all can be one of our question answers. If you want to go and ask the Insurance Bros. But I need y'all to go watch that episode. You know, there's some training in that episode. I'm telling you. Share this with your teams, right? Share this with your team. Some of the information y'all may just put it on your page. Put it on your, hey man, y'all need to check out this Insurance Bros page. I'm telling you, if I'm Troy, I'm Tawana, and I'm Nathaniel, I'm putting that thing all over my social media. I'm just telling y'all, Uncle Jock, we got a young lady on this call who joined your team. Some of y'all got a chance to meet her, Miss Tammy. I know Jock moving, but Miss Tammy, do you know how can you tell people how did you connect with Uncle Jock? How did you get to be a part of his team? Are you in the school zone or can you talk?
No, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. How I connected with Mr. Jacques, I stalked him on social media.
And now, you was with another company, not part of his team, but was there a social media post particularly that kind of caught your eye that makes you, who's this guy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, he was being interviewed, and the gentleman was he's pretty well known in the insurance business. He has his own podcast, so to speak, but he was interviewing Mr. Jacques Vaughn. And the thing that stood out to me was his integrity just in the interview. The gentleman kept trying to give Jacques his flowers, and he could care less. He didn't want to talk about all of that. He wanted to bring it back to the leadership and the importance behind what it meant to be with Xperior, and just kept bringing it back to the company. And he was pretty much just not wanting to have a discussion about all of the things that he's accomplished. He wanted to share what it meant to be a part of Xperior. And like I said, I was working, and I said that's the kind of person that I want to work with to be able to build my company. And I'm hoping that I could find him. And sure enough, he at the end of the interview shared that he would be happy to help people, other agents, build their business and under his leadership. And that's all I needed to hear. And I stalked him for about a month.
Ooh. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, some of y'all don't understand these morning calls. You should be reposting them. As we tell you the link, you should be reposting them and sharing this. See, how many of y'all like to have Tammy excited on your team? I met Tammy in person first live in Texas. You come to Texas in Dallas. She lives in Houston. I met her in Dallas when I flew to Dallas. Then the following week, or maybe 2 weeks later, I was in Houston. Tammy was at the Houston event. And then Tammy was at the Maryland event. It's just going to be, it's a matter of when, not if with Tammy does she have success. Are y'all with me? See, but I'm giving y'all the blueprint. See, sometimes we give y'all the blueprint so smooth that some of y'all like don't even realize the blueprint. Like, well, tell me what to do. We just told you. Now we made that in an entertaining way, right? That you like, well, when we gonna get to the good part?
Right.
Then we're gonna get to the good part, and you just don't recognize it, and it comes so smooth. And sometimes there's a danger to that. You're like, oh man, you didn't say warning, right? It just happened. I remember, I never forget the time. Let me tell you a quick story. When my first daughter was born, and Mary was going to do all natural. She's like, well, we're going to do natural. We did all the Lamaze class and everything. You name it, we did it, right? And so it was gonna be, we got to the hospital. It was time for the birth, right? And I never forget, we was in there and she was, the pain was hitting, the Braxton kicks were kicking and the baby was pushing everything. And she was like, oh, I need an epidural. No, baby, no, that you told me, because they warned me when we get to this part, you don't want the epidural. So they trained me. They fathers. When we went to a separate room to get trained on this. They said it's gonna come a time, the pain's gonna get unbearable, and you gotta hold fast. Well, here's the thing. That's not even the story. That's a whole nother training and stuff. But she was calling for the epidural. I was like, I never forget. They even they had a jacuzzi tub, stuck in the jacuzzi tub, splashed in the jacuzzi tub, right? And now the pain's coming in the jacuzzi tub, and something happened. The jacuzzi went off. I accidentally hit the button, and the jacuzzi went off, and she literally cussed me out. I'm like, I never married. Y'all know married don't cuss. She cussed me out. Get me a blank explicative epidural right now, doctor. We need an epidural. I'm done. Like, I don't know what it is, but I gotta live after tomorrow, right? You know what I mean? This will be my baby mama. So, you know, at this point, we married now. So this thing gotta work, doc. No, get her epidural. She's going to be mad at me later. But here's the thing. I remember when they gave it to her, she's like, it ain't working. This thing ain't working. This thing ain't working. And later on, she was like, hey, Eric, man, call the doctor back in. This ain't working. I'm like, huh? She, yeah, I still feel the pain. This thing don't work. I mean, what'd you say? Say it again. She, yep, here come another one. You need to call the doctor. Tell the doctor he need to come back in and check this thing because I still feel the pain. This is not working. I'm like, you're going to be all right, my sister. See, at first I'm like, this ain't working. The pain. And then about 5-10 minutes later, call the doctor. Eric, you need to tell him come back in and check this thing, make sure everything's working because, you know, I'm like, nah. See, you're so calm and you're smooth. It's working. You just don't know it's working. That was the moral of the story, right? Because sometimes you're getting trained and it's working. You're like, it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. And you're using, it's working. You with me? And so I'm sitting there telling y'all, hey, y'all, the training is working. I need to learn something. No, you're learning it. Hey, but you got to tell me how to talk to customers. Oh, we telling you how to talk to customers. But you got to, I got the book. I can go back to a date that somebody said this and somebody said that, somebody said this and somebody said that. If not, just go fast forward to the reader recaps. It's all right there. Are y'all catching what I'm saying? See, sometimes you just don't think it's working because you're anticipating what it should be, but what you're anticipating it should be is just a fake, false reality. You're thinking business should look like this, but the reality looks like this, right? You're thinking it looks like a Picasso, but the reality, it looks like a fifth grader painting. Are y'all with me? It's like a fifth grader finger paint. You're like, oh man, where's the Mona Lisa? Nah, man, that's the one they sell you on Hollywood. Real business look like a fifth grader doing finger painting. You're like, oh, that thing right there, yeah, you just great. Throw that in the trash. You thought that painting wasn't worth nothing. No, that's the right painting. Are y'all catch what I'm saying? Why did I say that? I had a young gentleman yesterday, and I want to talk to her today. I want to talk to y'all about people. I say just do it, but the question is just do what? So I'm gonna give y'all some steps on what to do. You know, I had a gentleman. It's like, I came in. He's like, my son was with him. And he may be on the line, should be on the line, but if he ain't on the line, and Coach Zay hit me with a text. Said, Dad, how do I respond to this? And the guy was a little frustrated. I don't want to hear no more things about recruiting. Don't you tell me another story about recruiting. I want to make some money until I get 6 months worth of my bill. Don't you tell me about recruiting ever. I don't want to hear that recruiting crap and all that kind of stuff. Don't come. And I heard what he was saying. He had been with some companies. And I said, hey, just get him on the phone with them. Just get him on the phone with them. Just talk. We were supposed to talk the morning, but we had the morning call. We missed a couple of meetings. So he missed the morning call. Then he missed the training. I said, man, he's getting a training. So I sent him a training. He missed the training with Ron. He missed the team training. So now after the training, y'all, we did a training. And I had another training after the training. So we did training 7 o'clock. So then we did another training at 8:30. So after the 8:30 training, I had another training. I had to do a one-on-one call with him after the 8:30 training, 9 o'clock training. So it's 9:30. I'm still on the call. So now let's get him. I'm giving y'all the message because sometimes if you want to be the leader, is he on? Is that you? Yeah. So sometimes you want to be that leader, you're gonna have it's gonna take some work. Are y'all with me? So I just want to show you the work that I had to put in throughout the day. Right. So, but he's like, we're talking, and I'm hearing what he's saying is the frustration. He's like, I don't want to talk about recruiting, and these companies, I want to make some money. How can I tell somebody to do something if I ain't done the work and I ain't made the money? So just do it. And I had to explain to them, here's the thing. One of the situations, the problems people have is, and I told him, I said, if you was to get hired at Chick-fil-A, because he's like, how can I hire my friends and tell my friends to do things? I ain't making no money. That's criminal. I wouldn't do that. I said, you worked at Chick-fil-A and you hired your friend to come and work for Chick-fil-A. What's the chances? Chick-fil-A also needs to send me a card, some money, but this, or at least some nuggets or something, right? Send me some fries or something, right? Anyway, what's the chance that you work for Chick-fil-A and you get hired, and then 2 weeks later you refer your friend who's working with Chick-fil-A? What's the chance that the Chick-fil-A is going to have you training your friend? Not going to have him train your friend, right? So they're going to probably have somebody who's training to train the people. What I see happens in this business a lot of times, though, we bring people on and we're like, I'm going to do all the training. What you need to probably do is let's get the people properly trained. Now, I'm going to take fault for that because I'm like, you know what, Eric? That person joined your team. You got the alert. And I told Dr. Murray, she joined our team. He got the alert. And we have not reached out to him. That's on us. But also, it's on a little bit of Zay. But guess what? When he gets his new people, what should he make sure they do? So let's make sure we have it clear. Hey, Zay, make sure that I get to sit down with your training, your person, right? And I got some people, he got some of these people online. I don't call them out. I'm like, I haven't really sat down and did a proper onboarding with them yet. So that's on me. So I'm telling y'all, the part of the business is make sure that you get your executive director or somebody who's been certified to help them get onboarded. The onboarding piece is the big thing. Now what next? You need to stay connected with them. Talk to them. Because the guy told me a story. He told us a story. He said, listen, I feel like a prearranged marriage, right? And it's a prearranged marriage. And now I got married and you just dropped me off. And now now we married, you don't talk to me no more. Like you courted me and it was prearranged, but now you don't talk to me no more. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things was has happened. He's been in other companies and he's like, man, I love the culture here. I love what y'all doing. But see, they're new. They don't know what business looks like. It's on us to show them what business looks like. Are y'all with me? Some of y'all are still learning what business looks like. So instead of having people go to your level, bring them to somebody. Are y'all with me? I can tell you this. You got some executive directors in your team. So Nicole has now EDs under him. But Nicole, if somebody had to teach and coach somebody in the beginning, who would you rather be? Would it rather be you or rather be somebody else?
It's rather to be me and then train them to do it.
Yeah, then train them to do it. So it's a progression. But what I'm trying to tell you is sometimes we miss that step. And I'm talking to myself, right? Because I'm guilty. Because some of y'all say, Eric, well, you ain't never sat down with me. Y'all gotta call me on the table. With me?
Hey, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Real quick though, too. Because that was a great question that you asked Nicole. What do you do, or what should be done when you're looking to identify? I know I have a process in place, but maybe you can share yours. When somebody is ready, because we know that we need when there's two critical parts in when somebody joins the team. One is the onboarding and one is the field training. You remember when we first talked early on, we talked about people with licenses. Just because they have a license doesn't mean that they're a good field trainer. What qualifies people in your agency to be ready to field train or ready to
You kind of know, but we're going to really put a field training process in place. Great question, good job. And see, as our business is folding and growing, we're going to really we used to have a coaches meeting call. So we did the thing with coaches, and then we kind of was training them for a while. And some of those coaches I think are qualified and sort of together. But now we're really creating a new wave of coaches, right? So we got to really, really get that in process. So that's one of the things. Now, somebody said, do we have dedicated days? Angela, it's funny. I'm glad you said that because Dr. Mary and myself are now going. I think she might be on the call, Dr. Mary. She might be peeping in. But we said we're going to start, for us, we're going to start doing 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays, Tuesday evenings and Saturday mornings. We're going to do an initial onboarding training. Now, here's the thing. Our job is to help them get on board and help them understand the business world. Now, your job, if you sponsor them, recruiting them, we need to make sure your responsibility is going to be, you should touch them every day. We got a thing. We say 3 to 4 times a week, you should be touching them. And I mean, when I say touching, I mean like calling them, find out. Because me just talking to this young man, he had a lot on his heart. He talked for about 30 minutes. He just poured in, just talked. He shared and talked. He said, man, I'm sorry for talking more. Man, come on, talk some more. He needed somebody to listen to understand where he's coming from. Because everybody got a story. Everybody are going through something. We're all going through something. But the way to unite is to know what your people are going through. I can't help you, but I can't help you get through if I don't know what you're going through, right? And a lot of times, finances in this business can be the answer. Some people say, "Well, it's not. I'm not trying to pry into your business, but what is your mindset?" Like this is his third insurance company in a year. Could it be them? Could it be him? But does he know? He said, nobody's really ever stopped to talk to him. After that one conversation, he said, Eric, you know what? Since I've been in this industry, I got licensed. I spent over $800 getting my license since January, April. And he said, this is the first time somebody stopped and had a conversation like this with me. We talked about an hour. It's the first time somebody stopped and had a conversation with me. And the young man is smart and sharp. He said, I got kids, I got bills, I got things. You know what I mean? Like, but my problem is he's been in my business for 30 days. And I'm like, man, he's been in my business for 30 days and I haven't really stopped and figured it out. See, as executive director, I'm trying to teach y'all leadership class here. So I'm giving y'all some of my mistakes so you can learn from my mistakes. Are y'all with me? I'm not coming to you saying, hey, man, I'm the deal. No, I'm coming to tell y'all, here's some of the mistakes I've made so you can grow from that. Are y'all with me? So what should I have reached out and touched them and then had a conversation with them, sit down with them, because I think I can understand and extract some little bit more information from him than maybe Isaiah, because I just done it so many times. Are y'all with me? Like, it's just I just done it enough times. And then my job is to have Isaiah coach him, help him through. I coach him, Isaiah helps mentor. So Isaiah's constantly recruiting him, but his job is to make sure his recruits, we get at least an hour. Eric, I know, but you're busy. See, entrepreneurs don't give a darn about the next person. You gotta like, I don't care, Eric. I don't care if it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We need to make this thing happen. Are y'all with me? So just do what? One of the things you got to do is you got to make sure you got to do the things. This opportunity can work for everybody. Not somebody's, everybody. But what I found along the journey is most people don't understand what it takes to run a business. Yeah, man, you understand. Everybody don't have to do this, but everybody can win at this. What kicks people out the game? So I asked them, I said, well, listen, and I'm just giving you a start. I said, listen, so, he said, I need to make money. I got to sell some cars. I said, okay, cool. Great. Who are you going to talk to? He said, everybody talk with me, talk to my friends and family. I don't care about it. I said, hold on, who are you going to talk to? Because you ain't calling my cousin. You ain't calling my brother. You ain't calling my sister. You ain't calling my neighbors. So who are you going to talk to? I said, so you're going to have to stop and make a list. See, everybody on this line, if you have not stopped and made a list, do what? First of all, you got to make a list. Why? Because if you have not made a list of the people you need to talk to, and I'm telling y'all, get it out. I talked about this at the training. Make that list. See, everybody says they want to win, but they haven't made the list. Well, Eric, I've been in business so long. I've been doing it for 30 years. Show me your Rolodex. Show me your list. Well, I don't kind of really work that way. See, I can go grab my list. Show me your actual papers. Show me where you got it down. Well, hold on a second, y'all. Hold on one second.
Stay tuned for more nuggets with
So now
Sir
I'm gonna show y'all
Eric
something.
Roberts.
See, this is something. I'm just gonna flash it. Even my paper, me and Mary would even put this in our bedroom, big board right here. The list, where we gotta go, what we gotta do. I ain't got my cellar bags on this list. Oh bam, oh, some of these people on the list are in my business right now. Marcella Braggs, Afton Twilly joined my team. Joanne Black joined my team. Erman Garza joined my team. She joined my team. He joined my team. Jeremiah. I ain't got my own son on the list. He's my son. So many people. I got a list. Even Derek Olsen. Y'all know Derek. That's just one. I got a whole bunch of these. Then I got my list on paper. See, I'm trying to tell you why. Because that's and some. I'm trying to tell you. Some of y'all say, "Hey, Eric, we know that's you. That's good for you." But all right, where do you do it? We got a tracker. You can do it electronically. Now remember, I've been in multiple network marketing companies. I knew Derek from another company, and I remember he went to another. So Eric, I done burned my list. Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all, Jock, you joined me in business when we was in Five right?
Yep.
You was on my list in Five. Okay. When I did Trinot, you joined us in Trinot too?
Yep.
Yeah. And I still reached out to you again. And he's driving a Jeep. He's driving a Trinot Jeep, got a car from the company. And I came back to you again over here, right?
And you forgot one.
The pads, yep.
Nope,
Inspired.
you forgot another one.
Oh man, who did I forget?
Energy.
Ignite.
5 different companies. Guess what? Every time he got something, he called, "Hey Eric, are y'all with me?" Like, man, you don't understand the burn the bridges. But Dad, that's your best friend. I've done things that he said no. Guess what? He's done things I said no. But guess what, y'all? I'm gonna work my list. Well, I'm done it again. Done it again. Okay.
Got another one, coffee.
The coffee, yeah. OG. Oh, how Tawana know? Because she was on his list. Are y'all with me? Like, oh my goodness, but that can't be how it works. I'm telling y'all.
Got another one, Aluva.
Oh, who said that?
Gertie.
Wasn't supposed to say that one.
Wasn't supposed to say that one. But guess what? I was on Relly's list.
Yep.
Relly told me about the louver. Relly told me about I told Relly about the louver. But he told me about the Trinot and he told me about this. I was on Relly's list. Are y'all with me?
You forgot.
Hey, Eric, you remember when Monroe says go after your first 5 people should be the people that will come rescue you in the middle of the night if you had a flat tire and it was raining or snowing outside. See, Eric, you are part of my that list of mine. You feel me? I'm probably a part of that list of yours.
You're easy 5, man. You're easy 5. Hey, I'm talking about easy 5. You know who else is on my list? My stepmom, Miss V. Guess what? She was on my easy. I'm like, oh, she's in insurance. I didn't know too many people in insurance. She's one of the few people I knew who was in insurance. And guess what? She said no. She still was on my list. What? Your own family say no? What do you do, Eric? Did you crumble like a cookie? No. I understand it's part of the process. See, some of y'all are trying to get to the results without getting to the process. Are y'all catching me? You can't bake a cake without cracking the egg. Yeah, crack that egg so you can get to the yolk, and then you can whip it up. See, I understand the process. Somebody's like, oh, I don't crack you gonna crack the egg? Why are you gonna do that to the egg? Nah, man. Okay. Tell me how your cake come out. It ain't gonna come out looking like the one on the box. Are y'all with me? So I'm trying to give y'all the blueprint. So now do what? Now make a list. Okay, Eric, so now what do you have to make the list? Here's the next step. I'm not telling you to go call them. And that's what I told a young lady who had somebody. Jacqueline had a young lady. She was on the call. She might be on the call right now. She's like, Eric, this lady been in the business. She was shy. She didn't want to talk yesterday. And she says, say she came in, she's good. I said, well, listen, talk to Eric. You know what? My list. I said, I'm gonna give you something. You say you got a goal, right? We just got off the call. They called me right after Warrenheim call. I said, okay, cool, let's go. List your number. I don't know anything about my mom. No, we got to know your number. So I had to help her. She said, Jacqueline asked me yesterday about the number. Cool. I'm gonna ask you a little different way. So I asked a different way. I'm going to wrap this up to help her get to her number, her income number. What is her cash flow number? So Jacqueline asked me. See, I asked a little different way. Sometimes you need a different person. Sometimes you need a third or fourth person. I'm like, don't get mad. And then Jacqueline just said, no, Jacqueline was perfect. Jacqueline just kept quiet. So I said, listen now, let's talk about your list. And she's like, oh, you don't understand my list. I said, here's the deal. You started getting a funny type of way when I mentioned your list. I didn't tell you to call your list, did I? She said, no, you didn't. Did I say you had to do anything with your list? No, you didn't. So why are you starting Xing people off the list? And why is your brain freezing? Because I said make a list. Oh, because I've been there, I've heard it, I know what you're about to do. See, ladies and gentlemen, I follow the blueprint of most successful people. I don't know a business that doesn't go in and have a marketing plan that doesn't have to do with reaching out to somebody. Are y'all with me? You're in business. Somebody has to be contacted. Who are you going to contact? Donald Trump just became the president of the United States. He had to get a list of people who he wants to go contact. Are y'all with me? Some said yes, some said no. But guess what? There's a list, or somebody got to be contacted. I don't care what you're doing. Somebody has to be contacted if you want to have some success. Are y'all with me? I'm giving y'all the blueprint for success. And if you don't want to call your list, you don't want to reach out to them, make the list first. Tomorrow's, I'm going to talk about what to do with the list. I just need y'all to make that list. And if you go to the 120 agency plan, for those on our team, Dr. Mary got a tracker and you can put it on, you can do electronically. I wish I did electronically because I wouldn't have all these papers around, but I'm still old school. I got lists and lists. I got a list notebook that I keep. So I'm still got to go back and revamp my list. And sometimes I just do it and just refresh my list every day. I just got to refresh list. I'm going to start showing y'all that tomorrow. What to do next with your list. So first things, make the list. Just do what? First steps first, make the list. It doesn't make a difference for your clients or for recruits. That list is bilingual. That list is for customers and for business partners because you don't know what's going to happen out of them. But I can tell you right now, if you ain't got a list, you ain't got a business. But you're going to go buy one. We call those leads. But no people, no prospects, no business, no revenue. It's as simple as that. And after your business starts to get rolling, some of your people on your list, their list will generate revenue for you and generate revenue for you and generate revenue for you. But you got to build up to that point. So with that being said, I'm turning over to Mr. Troy Gandy. Thank you, sir.
Right, all right. Thank you. Thank you for all the nuggets you shared this morning. And that takes us to the recap relay. Annie Willie's recap relay. And that it means each and every one of you have been stretching your muscles, your brain muscles, taking in all these good notes. Up until this point in time, you get a chance to reflect on the biggest note or nugget that you pulled out of today's morning meeting, the biggest and baddest CEO meetup on the planet. And that's going to give it to the one that is ready to lead off this relay, none other than Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Oh, goodness, goodness. Thank you for giving the ball. I catch it. Thank you so much, everyone, and Mr. Eric. Yes. Um, I mean, it's been said over and over, and we all know it, and it's just, do we accept it, or are we going to keep saying, oh, I'm not ready, or I don't want it, I don't like it? Okay? There will be pain. and then there will be joy. So now it's the time to accept the pain so we can feel joyful, or like they say, rejoicing, comes after the pain. Like you already, talked about in the labor pain, which is the joy of the new addition to the family. So it's the same thing here in our business. There will be pain because we've never done it before. So we just have to accept it. And there's pain everywhere. In anything in life, it's up and down. The rain, the sun, and the gloomy days, and all of that. So we just got to embrace it, enjoy the journey.
All right, all right. Thank you, Dr. Teresa O'Day, for bringing it into the zone. And we got another hand that's out and waving and ready to take off, and that is none other than Takesha Carr. Time to drive.
Good morning. Thank you. Another one, I heard the labor and delivery story too. And there were so many nuggets within that one story. And I love how you developed the story and then brought it back, Eric. Um, this is we were talking about. This is our labor. This is our labor. This is what we're reaching. This is what we're looking for. Looking for the delivery to come in, which is the end goal and whatever that looks like for you. But in that story, I heard you say that she was in so much pain that she was requesting an epidural, like, give it to me now, give it to me now. This is the help that we need, right? Give me the help, give me the help. And then sometimes the help comes and we don't even realize that the help is working or the instructions have been given because we're still too focused on the pain that it's causing. And the entire time we're getting the assistance that we needed and it's given to us so smoothly that we miss it. So I employ everyone to turn on your analytical listening skills. Just don't hear the words. Hear the message behind the words and how you can apply it to life. Because this conversation that we have every morning is just not people getting on here talking about useless things that are going on. If you listen intently, there's a message in every single delivery that's made. And it's up to us to be able to figure out what that looks like for us in our lives and be able to apply it.
Woo-woo! Some folks just deliver the nuggets, well, just like it needs to be said. So don't get mad at me if it gets a pause in there sometimes. You need to hear the whole nugget. And that now, the third leg is ready, and I'm going to pass that baton right on to Mr. LaCole Elijah Pye.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. One of the interesting parts of what you just shared this morning is when you start naming places that you have been before, other companies you've been before. I remember I was also in Amway. I remember I met B Break here in Atlanta, Georgia. When he came here, I was part of that organization too. I've been to Five Links, I've been to Herbalife, I've done all these things. And I'm telling you, the journey to the promised land, you have to go through the valleys and the Red Seas, the Never Nile, the Jordan River to get to the promised land. So sometimes we are stuck thinking that this person, was with me in this business, wasn't successful, I'm not going to reach out to him again. No, you have no right to deprive anybody from taking that journey to the promised land by not sharing with them. I always say, if there are 5 restaurants on the street, how will you know the best one? Not eating all of them. I have eaten some of those restaurants, and now I realize that Xperia is one of the best restaurants on that street. So when you have that confidence, then you can share with everybody else. So don't feel afraid. I mean, don't be scared. Thinking that, I'm not getting the Bentley yet. I'm not driving the Rolls Royce. I'm not driving the Lamborghini yet. No, this is a journey. We are traveling to a destination where your retirement will be guaranteed, no matter what happens. I'm putting you in a vehicle where no matter what happens tomorrow, that money that you put into that annuity account, nothing will happen to it secure. Globalization is changing everything now in the financial industry. But I want to put you in the vehicle, that money that you work so hard for, I want to put in the vehicle that no matter what happens to the market, it's going to be secure. That's what I'm talking about. On with me, let's go. Don't look at what I have achieved yet. It's about us getting to a destination. So thank you for allowing me to share. Back to you, Mr. Troy.
Thank you. And it goes to money.
Yes, sir. Hey, this for Eric, Uncle Bama. I mean, Jock. We're way back, all the way back since in night days. So we used to do at night. But I want to thank two things that you said, Eric. That I want to thank when you talk about pulling your list. Anything sales position that you ever have, if you've been in sales, they always ask you to pull a list. What of your prospects that you could have that you can call to right now, that you could talk to, no matter what high paying sales position, they always ask for your prospects. And they always ask you of any, you'll make a list of your current customers and your sold customers. Because you had that list. So you can always can fall back to it. So you can have somebody to call, talk to, somebody always would when you say, I can't talk to nobody. That's what they say. That's why you need your list for. So you always have somebody to talk to and refer back to. That's the one thing I got there from that, sir.
Cool. Oh, and money did it on time. Money was on time. He bringing it into the zone. He's bringing it into the zone and ready to pass it on to the none other than the superstar, the Wonder Woman, the woman with whoa. Oh, whoa. They say pause. We got another somebody on the track here, and she is the authenticator of the Annie Willie recap relay. So we know we got to put her in the game. She is. We're gonna call her the assistant coach, Miss Annie Willie. Take it away.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, phenomenal. I just want to say that the example that Eric used of Chick-fil-A, it's really, really clear. Yes, if you have a new person and then they're not going to let the new person who brings the employee to train. There's got to be somebody who is seasoned to at least do the coaching. So that really is clear. I also want to appeal to people on this line. We've had a lot of people, over how many? Almost 41. And every time we're doing a recap, it's just the same people who do a recap. Like it's only the EDs, the same people will do a recap. This is a podium that is given to us to shine, to practice, because all of us here are leaders. Just waking up to attend this, we are all leaders. We are all going to have team members. So let us be in the habit of recapping one or two things that we got from what our coach poured into us. Because if you've been to conventions, all those people who come and talk is because they've been practicing, and it will make it easier. Yes, there will be butterfly in your stomach. Even when you did a speech 101 in college, you have to practice. So the new people and those who haven't said anything, I encourage you to, say something. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share.
All right. There you go. You're hearing it from the assistant coach. She just laid it down for you. This is practice, folks. It's time to get your muscles warmed up and get them on the track so that when you get to the championship, you're ready for the big day. All right. And that's
Troy,
when we all get to the stage.
Troy, I want to say, thank you, Annie, for what you said, because what she said made me look at the list. And I see a name there, and I'm not sure if this is the executive director, newly six-figure ring earner, Faluke in the attendees list. But if she has some words to share, if that's her, if that's you, Faluke, I don't know. It could be
Yes,
Yes, I
she is.
invited Fuluke to come. Come on, Fuluke, say something if you want.
Congratulations, Faluke.
Oh,
Yeah, we got to clap up for
just
Faluke.
to allow her to
Newly
talk.
six-figure ring earner.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
You
you
should
so
be able to
much.
speak now.
Okay, thank you so much.
There you go.
It's been amazing being on this platform. I think I've been privileged at least to attend maybe like 2 times. I don't know, but it's amazing, the information on this platform, and then the feeling like, oh, I'm home, the home feeling. And I want to really appreciate the great Erik Robinson on this platform, and the big team and everybody that works around here. You guys are doing an amazing job. And yes, I was thinking with Amy, I don't know if my team can also join this, the call. If they can join, so that, so it's not just going to be me alone. And that would be highly appreciated. And but the nugget is amazing, and it's a lot one keep adding to oneself every day. Just like our brother have said this morning, the journey is tough. But one thing I keep asking myself all the time is it doable? Is it possible? Is it achievable? Yes. Do you believe in the company? Yes. Do I believe in this industry, in protecting the people in the business of what we do? Yes. So what is left? If anything is not working, then I need to look inward. It's all about me. If it's working the life of others, then it has to work for me. So if nothing is not working, then I have to look inward. It's all about me. The leadership is a lot. On YouTube, on Facebook, there's a lot of nuggets. Even with that alone, I don't want to believe if people can just go into past records. And Erik did something that was amazing. Honestly, I have huge respect for him. He did, there's a wide experience, somebody showed it to me, that he did. That shows how magnanimous he is. Like, he has a big heart. And I really want to say a really, really big thank you, because these are tools we all can use. You can post it to anybody. He didn't put his number there. If it's not the caliber of person he is, if it's some other people that have done it, they will put their number, they will make sure, nobody else can use it. And if it's posted to others, they're not going to get back to you that posted it.
True.
It's going to
That's
go
true.
straight to him. And at the end of the day, I'm like, this is a large heart. Erik, I want to say a big, big, big thank you for all you do. You are just amazing. And you have amazing team. Thank you so much. So for everybody on the call, we have nothing to fail. He has made everything available for us to excel in this. This is a big community, and I appreciate it so much. It's not taken for granted. Thank you for all you do, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, so Felipe. And thank you. It was Annie who
Congrats.
invited you. I think it's Annie. Thank you for inviting you. But yes, Felipe, your team is welcome. This is not my community. This is our community. So thank you so much. So yes, everybody, we're welcome. They come on, tell them come, share, talk. Yes, they are always welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So back to you, Mr. Gainey.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I can attest to that. That's for sure. Because I came from another community too. And I was sent by Mr. Relly over here to this community so that I could get properly trained, so he can continue to do what he do with his family and supporting his family and whatnot. So you can't ask for a better platform. I love it. With that being said, that's taking us now to the lady that knows how to bring it to the finish line with everybody on the team with her. The batons have been passed, and now we are ready for none other than the lady that wraps it all up like no other, downtown superstar Rita Brown. Is she in there? I know she there. She there somewhere. Rita, where's Rita?
Can y'all hear me?
There we go.
Okay,
I knew it.
my headset is not working right this morning, so I got to check on that. So let me know if I go out.
You good?
Everybody get a green sheet. Everybody Get a Green Sheet is a conversation starter. Go step by step, day by day. Soak up everything. Keep doing, not trying to do. Stay busy. Don't be a secret agent. Be bilingual, not two different languages. Create the balance, recruiting and producing. Then being able to teach it. Follow up, follow up. People need what we have to offer. People are watching. Give them a show. Don't get discouraged. It doesn't matter what they say. Stay focused, move forward. Everything works for your good. We have a great opportunity to ask for referrals when we help a client. We are helping families and helping others to help families. Share the information you receive on social media. You never know who's watching. The training is working. It's working. You just don't know it's working. Stop anticipating what it should be. That's false reality. People say just do it. Do what? You want to be the leader. If you want to be the leader, it is going to take work. If you hired at Chick-fil-A, then you get your friend hired 2 weeks later, you are not going to have to train them. We bring people on and try to train them instead of getting them properly trained. Make sure you get them onboarded properly and stay connected with them 3 to 4 times a week. There are 2 critical parts when someone joins. That's onboarding and field training. Everyone has a story. Everyone is going through something. It's our job to know what our teammates are going through. Have those conversations. Learn from Erik's mistakes so you can grow. This opportunity can work for everybody. Most people don't understand what it takes to do this. Who are you going to talk to? Stop and make a list. Do you want to win? Make your list. Work your list. Have your easy 5. If they say no, understand it is part of the process. Can't get to the results until you go through the process. What is your cash flow number? Follow the blueprint for success. Every business has a marketing plan to reach out to somebody. Who are you going to contact? Make your list first. Stay tuned tomorrow for what to do with your list. The list is bilingual, customers and business partners. No list, no business, no revenue. That's it. That's all.
Woo, 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 woo. Again and again and again. Nobody doesn't like it. Downtown Rita Brown. With that being said, we're going to give it back to the man of the hour, none other than the executive director, that 6-figure ring earner and leadership council man, and the man with one wife, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Ooh, thank you, Rita. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, everybody. Today we have our office hours from 12 to probably going to go about 12 to 2 today. I know we're getting closer to the holidays. We're off on Thanksgiving. Eat all the turkey, get stuffed, and we're going to see y'all again on next Monday. So we got to have fun, relax. But 12 to 2, that link is not this. It's this link. It's this link right here. The same link right here, 12. Listen, we say 12 to 1, but it may carry about 1 to 1 2. We probably get out a little early today. But this is the link that you're going to use for the office hours at 12 o'clock today. Let me see, anything else? One last thing made me realize, Stephen Short made me realize something. Tonight, Darren has a Rios training at 8:15, so plug into the Rios training at 8:15. But here's my thing I want to share with y'all about this list, because this is a big piece. If you don't need a list, then you have a job. If you go someplace, they don't require you to have a list, then you have a job. You don't have a business. Because the business owner has a list, and your name is on the list. You just got a job. Oh, the link for the Ask the Insurance Bros. I'm going to put it in the chat. Ask the Insurance Bros. And the link for, I'm going to put the 2 links in the chat and the link for this, because I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are on this morning, and when you share your stories, we share with y'all to take this out and take it and to, what I'm trying to say, take this and then use it, right? Maybe chop the video up. I'm just giving y'all some tips. You can take it, chop the video up, and get your own clip from this. Are y'all with me? And then,
That's right.
and then promote it. So we're not saying, hey, I'm telling y'all to reduplicate. You know, when you come on TV, the views of this, you can't reproductions without express written consent of the NFL or whatever program this is, right? And you try to use it, and then they try to get you and hit you up. No, I'm telling y'all to take this and even get your own clips. And Rochelle showed you there's a thing you can call app you can get called Recorded, and you can just go to your part and record it, and then take what you're recording and then put it out there and use it just as you. So I'm coming in the morning and getting and like, man, y'all, I'm trained on this call. I'm trained with all these people, and people want to follow you. Remember, they buying you first. So we're trying to give you a way to market and buy you. You go to the experience page. I just put the Insurance Bros on there, and I'm gonna show y'all it's a different page for this call. This call is on Eric and Dr. Mary. So you go to ERIK and Dr. Mary, Eric and Dr. Mary. This call is streamed live on there, on that channel, Eric and Dr. Mary's channel. You can look at all the previous calls. We'll be streaming it live. I'm gonna give you all the link to that channel as well, to the Eric and Dr. Mary channel.
Hey, Eric.
Yes, sir.
While you're saying it too, you know, that it goes back to what Annie was saying. We created this platform for people to do what? Find what?
To find their voice.
Find their voice. So what happens is, if you use the platform to find your voice, if you're saying that you want to win, use this platform as a power tool. Find your voice, and then do what Eric said. Talk. You start talking on here. You talk on here for 2 minutes. 2 minutes might not seem like a long time, but guess what? It's long enough to shoot a short video, a short YouTube clip, a short Facebook, Instagram that you can put up. So find your voice, use the platform so you can use yourself to attract some prospects.
I'm gonna share something with y'all. We can close. I know we're way over time, but I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. I have a video editor who comes and does certain things. So I'm gonna share something with y'all. Look at this right here. These are some of the clips, not just me. Some of them are y'all on here. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's not me. Bam, bam, bam. I'm trying to see somebody here who we got here, who we got here. But this is a clip from Tony Burke.
When you commit to buying these 10 tickets, what you're doing is you're supporting USAX, those that are putting on this event for us. We have to recognize that we get a lot of free training. This is every day, every morning free. And, you know, the orchestrators of these events have a cost. They have an expense, you know, especially when they rent the hotel and do all of that type of stuff. So by you supporting in that event, now when you mature and you start doing your events and looking for support, you're going to get that same support in return. So it's about reciprocity, or if I say that word right, you reap what you sow, basically. So it's make it a point to attend these events and bring somebody. Don't just buy your ticket and come, get them in the room so that now they can possibly join your team by the end of the event.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
But you see, that came from just him participating, finding his voice, and then you can go back and use a app to edit just your part, like Eric said.
Yep. That's all I did. Yeah, the same thing y'all can do. You can do the same thing. So these are just clips from that segment. So you can go in there and find a clip from that segment and create your own thing. Are y'all with me? So I'm just trying to give y'all a way to make sure you get on camera, come in here. If it's me, I'm doing it. If I'm Troy, I'm like, man,
Thank you.
I'm taking these clips, right? You know, use it and go win. With that being said, love y'all. Have an amazing day.
Hey, Eric, we
Thank you.
said one thing. A closed mouth don't get fed.